Alright, so this is literally going to be the weirdest video I think I've ever done, but I wanted to document this moment in time for myself because I think it's a very interesting moment. It's got nothing to do with music. Kind of, but not really. I got a bit of a confession to make. I haven't been playing the guitar that much, or that often. And your next question might be, well, how long have you not been playing the guitar? And my answer would be, this long. Backstory. I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and I forgot what we were talking about. But somehow the conversation got to like manicures, pedicures, and stuff like that. I told them I never really had one. And they were like, oh, you gotta try it. I'm like, well, I don't know if I even need it because like I kind of bite my own nails. And this person told me, you bite your nails? It's kind of gross. And you know, I've been biting my nails for my whole life. I mean, as far as I could remember, I've been a nail biter. Whether I'm in a movie theater watching a movie that's getting really intense, or I'm thinking about something and really deep in thought. I remember times when I'd post Instagram stories or something like that, and somehow you'd see like my fingernails. I remember a friend hitting me up when he saw a picture of my fingernails and he went, dude, you gotta go easy on them. You know, you gotta take it easy on your fingernails. It wasn't bad though, I gotta say. I didn't like chew the hell off of them, but you know, I'm a nail biter. This has been a habit of mine that I've been doing forever. But as the conversation went on, my friend got to tell me about how they felt that manicures and pedicures were a time for one to just have for themselves and just relax. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be interesting to sort of try not to bite my fingernails? And I gotta say, now my fingernails are the longest they've ever been. I mean, look at that. That's pretty intense, right? This is like literally no chewing. I didn't do anything to them. Look at them bad boys. I could literally scratch up anything now. I don't know if you can see this, but kind of growing weird, especially this one kind of grows at like a bit of a curve. Look at that one. That one's a bit curved. This one's definitely curved. You see that? Isn't that crazy? This one looks pretty cool. Pinky looks boss as hell. Look at that. That's my natural nail. I mean, look at that. I've never had nails this long. And I know this is weird. I know this is a weird thing to talk about. This is new for me. It's actually funny. I recently watched Interview with the Vampire, and all the vampires have like talons of nails. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Now, of course, the issue here is that I'm a guitar player. I've still been playing guitar, but nothing serious, nothing intense, nothing hard, because you do need to have very trim nails to play guitar, especially on your left hand. In order to play guitar, you have to press with like the very tip of the finger. That's how you press on the string. And you can't do that if on the tip of the finger there is a nail resisting against the fretboard, pressing up against the fretboard. It makes things a lot harder. But I've still been playing just the wrong way. Instead of playing with the very tip, I kind of play with like the pillowy pads, which is the wrong way of playing. The one thing I was looking forward to, again, I know this is all weird. This is all weird, but it's just for me to document this moment in time. I was kind of thinking like in a Paco de Lucia kind of way, I could grow them out to sort of like strum and finger pick and stuff like that. Because when I finger pick, I usually just do it with the fleshy parts of my fingers. I thought maybe my nails could help me. Turns out they probably can for nylon strings, like if you play flamenco or classical. On steel strings, it just hurts. Or maybe my fingernails are not that strong, I don't know. Some cool things I've noticed, I could like feel my fingernail, this pillowy part of my finger, can't really zoom in on it, but I could feel it move and scratch the top part, or I guess the bottom part of the fingernail. It's weird to explain, but it just feels weird for me, especially like when I try to play guitar, I feel like this pressure on the top part of my finger right here that I normally would never have. I also recall my grandpa would always tell me, you know, don't bite your fingernails because they're dirty, they have dirt in them. But to be honest, my fingernails were probably cleaner, I feel, when I was biting them because they would scoop in less dirt. They weren't as long, they were short. Like you see that? See that little dirt in the fingernail? I would never have that when I had short nails. But now that I have these scoopers, now I get them quite often. But I gotta say, there's also something therapeutic about having one of those nail file picks and just cleaning the dirt out. I've really grown to appreciate the effort and care that goes into actually caring for your nails. It's the same thing for growing long hair actually. Prior to growing my own hair out, I never really appreciated just how much effort it takes to maintain and make it look nice and all that stuff. So respect to anybody who's doing the nail thing. I will also add that whenever I want to scratch my head, it's so much more satisfying and pleasing. It's like, yes, that's the spot. Whereas before when I didn't have nails, I was just kind of like rubbing it. If you get like a mosquito bite, it feels good. If anything, this can be proof that it's the little things in life. My fascination with nails has gone into looking up people who have had the longest nails in history. This one dude in India, super long. I don't even, it was even like thick and coney, like cone shaped. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that dude's a legend. That dude's a beast. Because he went, I think, 60 plus years without ever trimming his nails, and they were super long. It was only on his left hand though, but he'd wrap it up wherever he'd go. Dude got married, had kids though, and he was like a government photographer, so props to him. And that guy's story is really incredible because it's an example of somebody sacrificing their life just for this one ideal, and that ideal is, I'm gonna grow my nail, all my nails, on my left hand, for them to be the longest ever. Fascinating dude. I'll leave a link to his story in the description. He's really incredible. Also, if you have any nail care tips, please let me know, because this is kind of fun. It's a nice kind of thing to do to get your mind off of the ever-devolving world of chaos that we live in. Maybe nail painting will be next. We'll see. Also, I really like the ASMR kind of sound. Like, listen to that. So yeah, this is where I'm currently at in my life. I've successfully been able to break a bad habit that I've had for a lifetime. I actually have to let my friend know that I'm going to get my first manicure, because I was told that you should probably get it manicured so that instead of all wavy and stuff, so that it could grow out the right way. I guess for anybody else who wants to try to break out of any bad habits, it's possible. You just gotta put in the time, the effort, the work, I guess. Quick album update. Or albums update. Well, I'm only focusing on the first one, so let's just say album update. Most of the instrumentals are done. Vocals have been recorded, but I feel like re-recording some of them for some songs. A lot of people have been asking me, can you give me a date? I can't. I will not. I'm really bad with that. I'm notoriously bad at that, as you guys know. But it's coming, and it's happening, and I appreciate your patience very much. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Look how weird that looks, right? It's so weird. And don't forget to hit that like button. Talk to you later. See you later. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
All right, now I'm about to get my mani on. Wish me luck.
That does it. Did the deed, got the mani, my first mani. Very weird experience. Not weird, but just kind of odd. When she started cutting the nails, that was kind of interesting. And she could have been done there. I would have been satisfied with just that. But then she started doing stuff where like she'd push stuff into the nail. By the end of it, there's like really huge chunks of nails everywhere and a lot of skin stuff on this tweezer thing that she was using. I don't know what was going on, but honestly, my nails look okay. They did a good job. They were gentle with me for my first time. One thing that's really cool is I could finally clean my ear when I take a shower. By the way, how do people with long fingernails, like how do you clean your ear? I guess Q-tips, but Q-tips are dangerous. I also kind of miss the feeling of just being able to scratch my own palm or like flick off of it. That was a cool feeling. So yeah, I don't really see why it was necessary to get them trimmed at a manicure place instead of just doing it by myself. But hey, I mean, I was told that it's gonna grow out the right way now. New beginnings, folks. New beginnings, new horizons. Are you a nail biter? Do you bite your nails? Let me know down in the comments. Have you been to a nail salon? How was that experience for you? Do you do your own nails? Should I get into painting nails? It seems like more work. Listen, anything to get my mind off of the nonsense. You know what I mean. Love you guys, miss you guys, thinking about you always, and keep your nails pretty.